everyone, so happy you took the time again to come over and watch a new video from Dyanne and me. My name is Janny for everyone who is new here, and of course today we have some new DIYs for you. I'm so happy to show it to you and I hope you just enjoy. Let's jump into our first DIY.
Okay, time to move over to Dyanne. Time to show you my DIY. The craft supplies are already in front of us. I have cheap glue, real Mod Podge, a knife, a brush, protection for my table, and a large piece of cardboard. The back side is a bit damaged, so I'm using this one here. I'm going to make a really cute bunny to put inside of a wreath. Okay, we're in Photoshop. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the bunny. The white square you see here, that is the diameter of the wreath that I want to decorate. It is 18 by 18 centimeters. This is the image that I got from 123kidsfun.com. This is just, you know, a color printable for children. And I'm going to resize it like this. This is the width and height that I want the bunny to have. And I'm going to take out my wand and remove this background layer here. Just select the inner part of the bunny. Oh, that is not the thing that I wanted to show up. Let me see. Just a stupid trick. Did you select the thing? Yes. Okay, select it again. Press delete. Now this part here is transparent. In the next shot, because I don't have a printable or print ready to fill this thing up, I will show you how I make the layer with the print inside of the bunny. Right, I'm back. I have two layers here. This one here was my first choice of the print, but then I thought, I don't think this is what I want. It's too dark, so I started to search for a lighter print, and then I came up with this. I think this really gives me a spring Eastery feeling, and I like how the print is. Maybe I can, let me see, turn it. If that is... No, I don't think that's making it better. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Yeah, I think I'll just leave it this way. It is really nice and cute. And I think it is time for me to cut it out upon the cardboard. Okay, I just printed out the bunny that you saw in the previous shot. But I wasn't completely sure if the size would be good enough for the wreath that I want to decorate. So I made a new bunny, and I'll show you just how I did that. This is the one I showed you in the previous image. Now, I'm going to cut it here through half. Throw this part away, because this ear here, that is a problem. It is larger, higher, and also, you know, wider than this one here. So I wanted to clone this ear. So actually this part of his body, I'm going to clone it. This sounds really weird, I know. I'm going to stick it here. Let me show you what I mean. So this is a selection of half of the bunny, the left half. And I'm going to throw it away. Now I'm going to select the right part, clone it. You can see it here in the layer here. And then just removing it to the left side of its head. So that looks like one bunny, and luckily the print works well too. I'm going to put the layers, you know, here, put them as one. Select the whole layer again. And now I'm going just did the resizing. So now I'm using the whole part of the cardboard that I can use, because this is as large as my cardboard is. And I'm going to print it out, and hopefully this fills up the wreath better than the first one. But I printed them both just to make sure that it is good. And I'll show you the result, of course. So this is the printable that I made for the first time. Yeah, this was just an old piece of paper, but it's perfectly fine to use it for the print. And this is my fixed bunny. You can see his head is larger than his one, so I think this one fills the wreath better than that one. But I'm going to cut them out both and see what works the best, and then I'm going to glue it upon the cardboard, you know, the printable entirely upon the cardboard, and then just cut it out with this knife. think this print will be the most successful one, so I'm going to cut that out first doing it roughly. And of course later on I'll show you the fine work. Yeah, well, this shape is also more suitable for a round, you know, to fill up a round shape, because the wreath, of course, is round, and compared to this here, you know, it really sticks out, and this one doesn't. It's just nice and cute around the head. I'm almost done with the print, cutting it out. Only the part here at the ears I want to do properly. The rest, you know, with this up on its head, there are some whiskers or fur. And that is hard for me to cut it out with scissors, I think. You know, here, this part here, that is hard to do. And also upon its head, there is a little bit of fluffy fur. And I think that is much easier to cut out with a knife than with scissors. So I'm leaving that up to the knife when it's once glued upon the cardboard. It's not necessary for me to, you know, to cut these parts and these ones here to show what fits better upon the wreath. So I'm just going to the hallway, because that is where this thing comes up. To see if it fits in as I had it in mind. Okay, we're in the hallway right now. You already knew, if you're following us for a longer time, that I have a mirror with a wreath upon here in the hallway. And in the center of the wreath, I want to place the cardboard bunny. Let me zoom in. I think this is just perfect. Now, I think this is just perfect to put inside. I'm going to, you know, hide it a little bit here behind the back of the wreath. But yes, I'm really happy with the size of it, and I can't wait to go further with my DIY. Okay, Bunny, you're going away, because I need my piece of cardboard here. I think this part here is the best side, so well, I hope that it fits in. Yeah, it does. Need to be this way. Okay, cool. Let me see how I can do this for the best. Most of the times I put glue here on the back of the paper, but I don't think I'm going to do it right now because these parts here are really vulnerable. So I think I'm just going to take out, yeah, this is a cheap glue. It is a cheap version of Mod Podge. Comparable, this bottle here is €1. This one costs 15, and yeah, okay, it is a little bit more filled up. This is 100 milliliters. This one is 236. So this contains a little bit more than this one, but hey, the price is not comparable. So for back parts, I only use cheap glues from a shop called Action. This one is from Action. Similar to Dollar Tree in the United States. And you know, for sealing, I always use Mod Podge. So I'm just doing it like this. Then I take my brush to quickly brush out everything. It is really tacky indeed. I think I need more. Now I see this. Yeah, it definitely needs some more. You know, these things are used for scrapbooking and stuff like that. And Mod Podge is really a sealer, but I tried to seal once with this glue. That turned out so bad because the whole printed ink parts, hey, there's a really funny bubble here. The whole printed ink parts, you know, they started fading away, or fading out actually. When I put my brush upon it, you know, like this, then the parts that are white, you know, that was then turned or covered up all in black ink or blue or whatever I did, whatever print I used. Quickly check, is it enough? A little bit more here on the top part, I think. And it doesn't really mind how much glue I put on here because it's just all cheap and all things that I don't want to use are going away. Just going to cut them off at the end. Well, I think I have enough glue upon the cardboard here. Oh, stay in place, you. Put this one beside. No, just needs a little bit more here on the sides. Okay, this must be enough. Yeah, it is. Well, now I can just push, gently push, no air bubbles. This is good. Oh, don't use that, that is too sharp. I almost feel like, you know, a wrapping artist. People who wrap cars while doing this. Let me check if everything is nice and evenly glued. I think it is. Yeah, I don't see any bubbles in here, but that is actually not a bubble, I see. No! Oh, well. That went nice. I'm going to clean up this brush because I will be using Mod Podge in the next step. Yeah, I think first I'm going to cut it out, let it dry, put it on the heater I think, and then drying goes a little bit faster because it is pretty cold today here for the time of the year. After it's dry, I can cut it out and then I go rid of Mod Podge. Once it's dry, time to cut it out with a knife. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. I think you have a better view then. Something like this. First, I'm just roughly cutting off the cardboard part that I don't need anymore. This is a little bit thinner cardboard than I normally use because the thicker cardboard got rare since I created so many items out of it. So, time to use another piece and leave the thicker cardboard for another DIY. It isn't especially necessary for this DIY to have a real thick piece of cardboard. Of course, if you like it, you can use it, but I choose not to do. And this is a sturdy one. Okay. Now, also, as you can see, cutting out the parts here in the hair of the bunny. It's a really tricky thing here. It's really small. Able for me to cut through? I don't think so, not yet. Well, I clipped my nails, so I don't have nails to try, so... Okay, leave it up for the last part then. Okay, that was pretty easy. Doesn't want to come out entirely. No, it does. You can easily, you know, like this, cut off the ears this way. This cardboard is actually much easier to cut because it is just thinner, which is obviously easier to do so. But it's also a choice you gotta make yourself. If you have thicker cardboard, what looks like a more high-ended piece, but this one is easier to cut. I'm actually pretty happy how these sturdy parts of the cardboard look right now. Look, hope you can see it here. The cut is really nice and clean. Just the way I liked it and as I wanted it to turn out. This is the hard part to do. Well, you just go continuing like this. Nothing much special about it, and really I don't want to bore you anymore with shots of me cutting out a cardboard bunny, so I'm going to skip this and I'll be back with you after I've done cutting. The bunny is ready. Isn't he cute? Actually, I think he is. Okay, time to finish off my project. I punched the front side of the bunny, let it dry overnight, and when I saw it the next morning, it started bubbling like this, unfortunately. I don't know if that's a big deal. Maybe I'll put it underneath a pair of books to, you know, just like this, press it, and hopefully then it comes back into the right shape. I also want to add a little bow upon my cute bunny. Therefore, I'm going to make a double loop bow. It is a really easy tutorial. If you want to have the link to this tutorial, just ask me in the description box and I will send you the link so you can make it by yourself. This is a double loop bow. And, oh no. Oh yeah, that one needed to go over the top of my finger. Now just pull it like this, and I can cut the excess ribbon off. Let me see how to have the exact same length for the tails. Like so. Just fluff it up a little bit more. Well, it's obviously too long, so I'm going to cut it, I think, here. Like this. Really cute tails for the bow. Let me see. Oh, it's a little bit too long. Thought I had the right size. Let's redo it again. Yeah, now it's better. Okay, I have sticky gum here. And I will use a small dot. I think this is more than enough. Warm it up between my hands. Put it upon the back of the bow. And then apply it, just firmly press it onto the bunny. This is the back, this is where the ugly knot is. I don't want the knot to show on the front side. I think this is a cute. Cute, isn't it? Time to start decorating the wreath in the hallway, and then I will show you in the next shot the final result with the bunny in here. The bunny is inside of the wreath. I used a lot of sticky butts upon his ear, his cheeks, and upon his head to secure him to the mirror. So I just used sticky butts upon the mirror, which worked perfectly fine because I tested it and they go off really easy. So if you're done with this design, just rip it off carefully and then your mirror is ready to use again. Okay, time to cover up the wreath you see here with some Easter figures, and then we're done with this DIY. Okay, here we are. I'm very pleased with the final result. I put a lot of buffalo check ribbon inside of the wreath. Also put 2 stone bunnies and 2 yellow eggs and 2 little pieces of yellow hydrangea in there. And I will try to zoom in to show you the result from the top right down to the bottom. Hydrangeas are here located upon the side, here inside of the piece of greenery. So here you see the bunny in the center. He is really cute and I love the bow around his neck. I used the same ribbon in the wreath. So that was my DIY for today. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Stay tuned, stay watching, because now it's time for Janny to show you her DIY.
So before we go to our second DIY, I just have to tell you that this video is also a part of a challenge which we are hosting every second Tuesday of each month together with the beautiful Kiki from Kiki's DIY. Of course, I have a link down below for her beautiful channel, go check it out. And of course, I have a link down below with the playlist with tons of beautiful inspiration for you to find, so go check out the playlist. And for now, if you like Dyanne and my content, I hope you will consider subscribing to our channel also. Enough talking, let's jump into our second DIY. So you see what I will use for this DIY. It's a very easy DIY, but a DIY I want to make already for a long time, because I see on all the YouTube friends they already made one of them. I'm going to try to make at least a little wagon. So I am having this, I'm using this kind of little wooden basket, just what you call it, a little box. Of course, some cardboard, some a little piece of wood, everything is from scratch and is old. Some wheels. I don't know if I'm going to use these wheels or the wheels from this kind of wood. Of course, a little bunny I will decorate later with it. I also bought him already, I think 2 years ago, and you can see I still didn't use it. And I paid for it. Oh, I hope my camera will get it straight. 198. I have to say it right. And of course some glue, some paint, but you will see when we are doing our DIY. But this is what I will use. So you see, the first thing I'm going to do, because this box is open, so I'm going to give them a little inside from cardboard, because or else everything I will do inside of it will pop out. And I think the brown color is fitting right with the brown color of my little box. So I will do that first. So you see, this is what I mean. I just made it for the right size, and I'm just doing it inside. Now you see I have a little brown in between, and you see now I can decorate it as much as I can do. So I will do the other sides, and then I will be back with you. So you see, I have all sides. I have, of course, it doesn't have to be so neat, because you won't see this anymore. And you see the outside is just in the nice brown color. What I'm going to do right now, because before I do the wheels and the little handle, I will do here on the outside. First I'm going to make a little piece of sign on both sides of my wagon. So I'm also going to make that from cardboard. So you see, I made my little cards for on this sides of my wagon, and I did them in the brown color. What I'm going to do right now is just take some twine and just do a couple of turns over here, a couple of turns over here, and hopefully if there is room enough also over here, but we will see if there is room enough for. And then in the middle I will do a little writing. I don't know what writing, or I will do a picture, I have to see. But you see, he will be on the outside over here, so I have enough room for the wheels. So, but it gives a little bit more yeah, structure to your wagon if you write something on here. You can do write, of course, anything you want over here. So, but this are the two little things, and just from cardboard, so don't throw your cardboard away because you can still use it again. So you see, this is what I did with the first board. First piece of cardboard. Of course, I also would have done a couple of times over here, but I think for me it was a little bit too busy. So I am just doing a couple of turns only on the side, and you just, I think you already know how you must do that. But for everyone who loves to see it, you just take a little piece of twine and just turn it a couple of times around your board, just, and I lay them beside them and not over each other, because or else you don't get him attached to your wagon anymore, because he will be too thick. So just cut off a little piece over here and just do a little line with some glue over here, and just lay your piece inside of it so everything will stick together. And if I can remove my finger from the glue, you see, this is how your sides will turn out. And now I have a bigger piece to do something in between, because I love to give it a little bit more of coloring, or just writing just what I want. But I will do the other side, and then we are going to make a little sign for here. And before we go to my computer and make a little signs for the sides, I'm going to show you, because I'm going to use 4 slices of wood, and you see already there's a little hole inside of here, but that's we will work that away, because I will do another layer from wood on top of it, which is a wheel. So I will do this on top of each other, because this piece of wood is a little bit bigger for the for the wheel. So I am going to lay them on top of each other. But what I'm going to do first is just going to give them a little bit of the black color, and of course I can paint it, but with paint everything is going in between everything, so, and I don't want that, so I am just doing it with some text marker. So I will do all 4 of them for all 4 wheels, and then I take you along to my computer to make our own sign. So you just saw me make my own little signs, and I'm going to cut them out right now. What I did remember, because you have one on this side and one on the other side, then you have also, if you make your own sign, just also replace your arrow in the opposite direction, or else you will stick it on top of it, and then one arrow is, is pointing this way and one is that way. So I just turned one of them around, and I will cut them out and I will glue them on top of my little signs. So you see here, I just glue them on top of each other. I didn't do it with the glue gun. I just used my normal glue. And you see, I think they turned out so nice. And I love a little bit of this color. And of course, if you like it in another color, you can choose any color you want. and I think it looks very nice on the sides of over here. And what I'm going to do right now first is going to, you see here I did the little wooden wheels, I did some black on it, and I will glue this on top of my wooden slice. And of course I'm going to try to use this with some glue gun, but I don't know, not for everything I think the glue gun is fitting, but some people really use only the glue gun, but I use also a little bit of the normal glue. So you see, this is what I'm going to do with all 4 of them, for gluing them on top of each other, so it will be looking like real wheels. So you see the wheels are ready. What I'm going to do right now is just glue them on the sides of my box, and you see here it already starting to look a little bit like like a wagon. So I am going to glue them on the sides, and then I show you how we do glue this tag on the sides, of course, tag sign, just how you call it. So you see already it looks a little bit like like a wagon. Maybe next time I could have done the wheels a little bit bigger. I don't know if I find them a little bit too small. We have to see. What I'm going to do right now is just from some piece of wood I'm going to make a little handle on the sides of this wagon, so it looks a little bit more like a wagon. So I will do that right now. So you see here I did my little piece of wood over here, 2 little pieces over here. It looks a little bit like a cross. I don't know if I like it this way. I give it a little bit of the old look, because I just break the pieces of wood, just did a little carve in it and just broke it, so it doesn't look new. So I will do this with some wax, so it's fitting with my wagon. And then we're going to see if I like it or not. And then we are going to place our signs on the side of our wagon. And then the wagon will be finished. And then we're going to decorate it. But first I'm going to do this in some furniture wax. So here you see how he turned out. I did some wax on the handle, and I did the tags on the side, or signs on the side, just how you call it. And I leave them in a little bit of the unfinished way, because I don't want it to be that perfect. So you see just the cutting, you can see everything. I want to give it a little bit more rustic feeling. So he is ready, and now I'm going to do some oasis inside of it, and then we are going ready to decorate it. So you see already I did the oasis inside of my little wagon, and what I'm going to do right now, probably I will do this with music, because not everyone is enjoying it when I talk too much in this this way when I decorate it. So I will decorate it, and maybe I will do some music under it, so this doesn't take too long for you to look at. So I'm a little back for a moment with a little talk. You see already I have already the most of the base inside of it, and my bunny is inside of here, and I think it's already looking nice. What I did, I just took a piece of greenery and I also did a little piece inside of the carrot, and I painted the carrot black because I loved black. And of course you can do them if you like, you can do them in the orange color, just what you like. I will have them in the black color, and what I will do just an easy pick inside on the underside of my carrot, and then I'm going to just place them a little bit inside. I have also one over here, so, and I will do two on the other side, and then I will finish it off with probably with some pieces of hydrangea, because that are my favorite flowers. But also here a little carrot, and it's so easy. I just ordered the carrots on, like the most of you know, on AliExpress, and they are very cheap to buy. And my last one on the back side, and they are so, I used them already for everything, but the only thing, like I said, I did is some greenery inside of here because I like it a little bit better with some greenery. I have to take that piece off, so you see here. But like I said, you can do also the orange colors. What I'm going to do probably right now is look if I like it to have a little piece of my hydrangea inside of a little pieces over here to give it a little bit more of the white. And of course also you can do it in the yellow hydrangea, in the purple. I have all colors, but this time I have for the creamy one. So I will do that, and then I show you how it's looking like when it's finished. So here you see how my little wagon turned out. I am so happy. You see here I showed you a little bit closer the little picture I did, the little sign at the sides. And you see how easy it was just to make one little wagon for your own. I hope you just did get a little bit of inspiration just to make one also of your own. Just find something in your stash what you can use as an under piece for your wagon. And some wheels, you can make anything from cardboard, and just look around and you can make such a nice little wagon. Like I said, I always love to see them with my YouTube friends, and now I have one of my own and I'm very happy with it. So I just hope you just liked watching how I made my wagon, and I hope you enjoyed it. So these were our two DIYs, one from Dyanne and one from me. I had so much fun making them, and we hope you just take a little bit of inspiration with you. And of course, Kiki, thank you so much for hosting this every month again with us. I am so happy for that. And all the creators, thank you so much for joining us also this month. And for everyone, I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you like this content, I hope you will consider subscribing and go check out the playlist with tons more of beautiful decor. So enough talking. We wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day. Stay safe, take care of yourself and take care of each other. And we hope to see you in a new video. Love from Dyanne and me. Bye everyone.